What's up, Pokemon trainers? It's your boy, TheGoulGuy, back at you guys yet again with another video. Today, I just wanted to make a short video reiterating some of the stuff I said in my previous video, but I didn't really have time and I didn't really want it to be too long anyway. This video even in itself won't be really that long either, but essentially what I wanted to talk about is the XL candy gains we're going to be able to get with Dynamax, well, the Dynamax raids anyway, which is going to be super cool. Now, obviously, take what I say with a grain of salt because we do not have higher tier raids yet, and the tier raids that we have right now, the tier 1 raids that we have right now, from what I've seen from the Pokemon that I've had in these raids for well, it's only been 3 days now, right? Now, obviously, with these Dynamax raids, they will switch out at certain points in time. Some last maybe like a day or two, if not 3 days. So essentially, you do have the ability to have your Pokemon in there for 3 days until it switches out. But these are kind of some of the strategies that I've thought in my head in terms of how you can potentially get really good XL candy gains in Pokemon Go, which is really crazy from the Dynamax raids, which is going to be really cool. So first things first, just to talk about it here. So with your Dynamax Pokemon, for anybody who doesn't know, for your Dynamax Pokemon, once you actually finish the Dynamax raid, you can actually leave one of your Pokemon actually in the raid itself, which is really cool. Now, I organized some of the Pokemon that I have here, and I took some of the Pokemon out, so I can't really show you right now. Let me see if I actually have a screenshot here. Let me see. Did I have a screenshot from it? I think I actually did. Let me make sure. I think I actually did take a screenshot of it before I left out of it anyway. Okay, here it is. Okay, so when you actually alright, so when you actually put your Pokemon in a Dynamax raid, you have a option to actually see how long the Pokemon has actually been in the raid. But when you actually click on it, you can actually see how many battles it's been in, how much candy it's gained, and you can recall the Pokemon itself. Now, what I've realized in the previous video when I actually did Dynamax raids for the first time is that these candies that you get from leaving your Pokemon in the Dynamax raid are residual candy. So you do not have to recall these Pokemon to actually get this candy in the Dynamax raids, which is really cool. Now, also too, apparently, so essentially depending on how many battles they get in, essentially that's going to determine how much candy you're going to get. And you can see this Squirtle has been in 8 battles, so 8 raids that this Squirtle has been in so far, and it's gained 5 candies. Now, I know that's not really super impressive or anything like that, but that's not it, okay? That's not all right? So you have the fact that it's been in 8 battles and it's gained 5 candies, right? Now, you have the fact that you can actually stack up to somebody's told me, I'm not sure, I'm not clear at all. I'll reiterate this or I'll change the information if this changes, but somebody did tell me that you can have up to 20 Pokemon in Dynamax raids, right? So think about it. If you put 20 Squirtles in Dynamax raids, right? Or any other Pokemon that you wanted XL candy for, or just regular candy for, you put 20 Pokemon in Dynamax raids, and essentially that means that each Squirtle is accumulating essentially candy gains for you, which is going to be amazing, which is going to be awesome, which is going to be dope. Now, this will all be determined based off the raid tier itself. So say for instance right now, these are all in tier 1 raid. So of course I'm only getting 5 candy right now, right? But once we get to say Beldum that comes out for I believe the next event anyway, the psychic event, once Beldum comes out in these raids, which are tier 3 raids, this could potentially mean that these will be able to give you more candy XLs from these raids. If not tier 3, tier 5 for sure. But anyway, literally you can put, say for instance, I know Squirtle, everybody has Squirtle candy, right? But say for Beldum, right? Once Beldum comes in, you could put 20 Beldums in a Dynamax raid, right? Now, of course, you want to put them in raids where they're going to be battled a lot in. So definitely recommend going into highly populated areas or places like downtown areas where essentially there's going to be a lot of people doing these Dynamax raids, right? So you drop, like, you just raid as much Beldums as you can, right? And then you leave a Beldum within each raid, right? So then you have a stacked up of 20 Beldum Pokemon in each raid. And I also recommend you do it early because, as I said, these raids usually last, I want to say, 2 to 3 days. Sometimes, I mean, it seems to vary, but once the time is up, they do move, and I believe they automatically get recalled. And also, too, I haven't heard anybody say anything about like their Pokemon being knocked out of the Dynamax raid or anything like that, like Pokestops would, or gyms would anyway. So essentially you're going to be able to put your Pokemon in there for as long as that Dynamax raid is there. So say you put 20 Beldum in each Dynamax raid, so that's 20 Beldum in each Dynamax raid in a heavy populated area or downtown, right? And these are going to be tier 3 raids, right? So essentially every time somebody does that raid, you're going to be accumulating candy from each Beldum that's down there. And that's going to be for the 2 or 3 hours that they're going to be down there, which is also cool. And as I said, you don't have to recall any of these Dynamax Pokemon, so you're essentially going to be able to accumulate. It's like a bank. It's like a 3-hour, 3-day bank essentially. Did I say 3 hours, 3 days? Like some of these Dynamax raids last like 2 to 3 days, but yeah, it's like literally a candy bank for at least 2 to 3 hours, which is freaking amazing. So for anybody that wanted to get XL candy for a specific Pokemon, I'm using Beldum now because that's the only, like, I want to say super meta relevant Pokemon that essentially we have for Dynamax raids right now, which is a pretty, a pseudo legendary Dynamax Pokemon is pretty insane, right? Also for, regular raids, essentially it's a really good Pokemon. So definitely recommend, doing that if you, plan on using a Metagross. But anyway, just the idea of the fact that you can just put your Pokemon in a heavily, I know I keep reiterating this, but I just want you to understand this. The fact that you could put a Pokemon that you want XL candy for in a higher tier Dynamax raid, and essentially for free, essentially, as soon as you get done with the Dynamax raid, right? Put it in that Dynamax raid, and it's a limited people that can get into it, right? You do it early enough to where you get the full extent of how long these raids are down there, and you do it in a heavily populated area, so the more people that battle, the more candy gains you'll get. And I would assume the higher tier it is, the more chances you're gonna XL candy for it. And times 20, you're gonna get so much XL, if not regular candy gains. That's gonna be freaking amazing. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. I just wanted to bring that into the forefront there. If you like, as you can tell, I'm super excited about this, but I know there's a lot of people in the community that are like, what's the point of these Dynamax raids and everything like that? And of course, like, the main reason for it is, you get stronger Dynamax Pokemon to battle stronger Dynamax Pokemon to get the best Dynamax Pokemon, right? And then eventually even get, like, higher IV Dynamax Pokemon, stuff like that, the same game that we would get from, like, regular Pokemon, or regular Pokemon Go anyway, but just with Dynamax, right? But this way, it benefits you in the regular game, like, say with just raids, it benefits you with raids, it benefits you with PvP, and it even benefits you for Dynamax as well. So I think this is a really cool thing that they implemented Niantic implemented into the game. A way for you to actually get XL candy without having to, like, trade Pokemon, walk with your Pokemon, stuff like that. Stuff that just takes, like, forever for you to actually do, or raiding a Pokemon anyway. But, and it's free, by the way. So, like, I mean, that's freaking awesome as well, right? Of course, you can buy max particles, to do more raids and stuff like that, but other than that, for free you can actually gain a whole bunch of XL candy. This is almost like a XL candy, as I said, it's an XL candy bank that's essentially you can do by just leaving your Pokemon in a Dynamax raid, and it just sits there, and you accumulate candy as you go, which is freaking awesome. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this. This has been stuck in my head for a while, and just in terms of like what the potential of Dynamax raids can actually do for you in the game. Yeah, if you have any questions on what I was saying there, definitely let me know down below. And anything like this can change, of course. I don't really know how much we can like when Beldum comes out, I don't know if the times are going to change. Like maybe we won't have as much time as we had with Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Squovit, and Wooloo. You know, I'm not sure if the game will change eventually to that. Or to something different anyway, or like they change something to where you can't leave it in there for that long. I'm not sure if anything will change from this, but from what I know right now and from what I've been doing right now, it looks like you can like literally gain you can just gain so much candy and XL candy from this situation right here. And as I said, these Pokemon of course have always been out, so you probably have candy for all these Pokemon right now, but think of the potential of when they actually come out with something that's actually super meta relevant like Beldum, you know, to where you can actually gain a whole bunch of XL candy and actually be able to level up your Metagross to the point where it's just maxed out and you don't have to stress about how I'm getting the XL candy and everything like that. You just will have it residually. Can I even get the words out? But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this. This is going to be a XL candy grind that I would love to participate in once Beldum pops out. I will update you guys once Beldum comes out and let you know if this actually works for me anyway like that. And as I said, I was told that you could put 20 into a Dynamax raid. Now these are still brand new. This is the third day, so I'm not sure how many for sure. Somebody said 20. I'm just going with 20, but if you can even do more, that's amazing. Even 10 is still pretty decently good. I mean, of course, you know, as I said, you have to be in a very highly populated area for you to, you know, get the main benefit out of it, because obviously you put it in some kind of like rural area where there's nobody there, like nobody's battling it, you're not gonna get any candy in at all. And as I said, do it early too, so you can get the main benefit of having it in there for the longest period of time. But anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Oh, also too, by the way, I have been doing PvP. For all my PvP followers out there, I am not I am not done doing PvP, all right? I have been battling in this new season. I'm actually down bad in terms of Stardust right now, which is freaking crazy. But I've recorded a whole bunch of battles for the Great League, which is pretty awesome. And as well, I've recorded a few battles for the Ultra League that's happening right now. I'll probably just upload a couple videos of the Ultra League right now. I'm still building a lot of the teams for the Ultra League right now, so I'm kind of like, I don't have that many teams for the Ultra League, right? For the new meta anyway. But there's one team in particular I'm super excited for. I've been talking about this team for a while. I know some people in the comments have been talking about this team for a while. But anyway, I don't want this video to be too long. That's it. I hope you guys are having a good day, but I'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out.